Welcome back everyone to Modded Minecraft 1.7. So this is episode 29. Yay! Next episode I will do a world tour. I don't know how much most people like those. I've never really gotten a comment on a world tour episode, but I enjoy making them immensely. I don't know why. So hopefully it's going to turn out pretty good. These stills here, they don't seem to be doing anything. I've tried updating them like that, but no, it's not doing anything. Haven't gotten any saplings in a little while by the looks of it. So I don't know what the heck's going on here, but we will get back to that in a little bit. So what have I done? I'm not sure what all I've done since I last recorded. I've got all the capacitor banks, well, all except the one over there, moved to right here, so it's all in one spot. Got an extra power monitor here to make it easier to check on things. Got this dimensional transceiver here now, and it's also capable of receiving items and putting them into my ender chest now. And if you don't remember this ender chest, anything that is not set to be export to it will get extracted and put into the ME system. I've started playing around with an ideal for power over here. I've got this huge wheat farm. I've got emerald upgrades in both of these machines. I considered using the Ender IO farmer, or what was it called? Farming station. And it works pretty good too, but it seems to require a constant power supply, where these machines, the MFR machines, they only seem to draw power when it's needed. And of course I got sprinklers here, and I just I threw a stack of bone meal in them all by hand. I was kind of experimenting with a way to maybe get bone meal placed in them automatically, and I'm having some trouble doing that. The sprinklers do not like to cooperate very well, it seems. Okay, so let's go down here and take a look at this. So I've got a sludge boiler down here, and I believe this is exporting its items correctly. It's I had some trouble getting it to work, but that was mostly because the dimensional transceiver in my base was wrong. So let me try to explain this as best I can. The fluid lines are for the sprinklers, so we can ignore those. The harvester. So we got a power line and a fluid conduit to export the sludge down below. And item conduit exporting. Items will get sent down this way. This is the only way they can go, and at this junction, they will try to put seeds in here and wheat in here. And there's no reason it shouldn't be able to do that. And the dimensional transceiver is far enough away that it will not consider that for the wheat and the seeds. So the seeds will get sent straight into this bioreactor, which creates biofuel from MFR, which is pretty much equivalent to ethanol from Forestry. And that gets sent into the dimensional transceiver and put into my base. Additionally, the wheat gets exported to the sag mill, which when you put wheat in a sag mill, it actually makes 2 seeds. And this ender chest here, I've got it set to export flint. As you can see, it's now keeping 32 flint stocked in this chest, so it will keep this grinding ball slot full. And of course, the seeds from the sag mill get exported to the bioreactor. And one thing I forgot to mention, there's also item conduits going into the planters, so seeds will go in here before they go into the cache. Via FC for this message. Does that mean that this message is from factorization? Is that what the FC means? I don't know. I'll have to look into that. I did just update my mod pack. I removed, what was it, carpenter's blocks and remote I/O. Remote I/O I was having some issues with when I tried to use it. It actually crashed my game, crashed the server when I tried to use it with the sprinklers from open blocks. So I just went ahead and removed it, since I can always add it back in if I need it. Carpenter's blocks, again, I wasn't using it. It's just too much of a hassle for my taste. Alright, so I like the setup. It's very compact and it's relatively clear to me what all is going on. Sometimes with the Ender IO conduits, because they're all in one block space, it can be a bit difficult to follow what's going on if you don't know. So that's why I try to explain what I build. Okay, and I did add that travel anchor up here so I can easily get between the base and the farm. And of course I've got the wireless charger right below the floor here, so I keep my power supply stocked all the time. I do have hunger overhaul now, so it is significantly harder to stay fed now. And I've noticed that the stack size of some foods has changed. Like previously when I was grabbing some fried chicken to eat, I think I right-clicked to grab half of it, put one down here, and try to put it back. And as you can see, it did not work out. So anything that's not already stacked, that has a reduced stack size, like probably these sandwiches, if I were to separate that, it probably wouldn't let me put it back together. So I did make some patterns for some foods, since I'm probably going to need them more. I made some basic stuff. Basically what I did is I just put in large meal and looked at some of the stuff in here. So you can see I've got a pattern for the zesty zucchini, which is pretty good. That's 4.5. Decent saturation. All the values are decreased because of hunger overhaul. So you can see the foot long now only restores 4.5, where previously I think it did 7 or 8, something crazy like that. So it's not really that big of a deal this late in the game, but I kind of like it being a little bit harder in a way. Okay, so let's go down here, and I could use the elevators, but they're on the other side of the base. This biofuel is not building up particularly quickly. And let's see if our ethanol production over here is still frozen. Yeah, it's still frozen. I don't know what's wrong. Is it actually harvesting trees, or are the trees even growing? I feel like the number of charcoal in this barrel is the same as it was before. Very strange. Let's grab some bone meal and try to grow a sapling. How much does the spaghetti do? 5. Okay. Okay, so it's getting cut up. Saplings are going there. Getting sent into the fermenter. Or I thought they were. Where did they go? They just kind of vanished. Okay, I'm going to give myself some saplings here. Try to figure out what exactly is going wrong. So, okay, it is actually producing stuff. It just was working much faster than I thought. But are they still working? I feel like they're not working. Why do you not work? Okay, well, let's try breaking one. And replacing it. and put a few saplings in here for a test. Okay, gave it a little bit of biomass here. But is it doing anything? It's just not doing anything. I don't know why. And I've got to eat. So slow. But so good. So much of the stuff I have in here is not very good anymore. Okay, let's try replacing these fluid conduits with the better conduits, the pressurized ones. I need some more of those. I believe they are made with fused quartz, which I have a little bit of. Only need a few of these. Okay, so let's break all these conduits. Okay, so let's give you a sapling here. So we need this to be... Extract without signal. Okay. And then you guys... Well, still aren't doing anything. I did update Forestry. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe the latest build of Forestry is broken. That must be what the problem is. Well, I will go ahead and set up these conduits correctly, and I will look into either downgrading Forestry or waiting for an update. Until then, I'm not really using that much power at the moment. Mostly because I'm not running the cobblestone compressor here. This thing draws a lot of power with these Ender IO crafters. It will suck down over 1,000 RF per tick happily. And right now we're producing 110 in the generator and using about 140 total. Okay, I think that's all I've got to say right now, so I'm going to go ahead and stop recording for the moment. Actually, no, I just remembered. I was going to go look for a stronghold. I don't know when we'll actually explore the stronghold. Probably episode 31, if I had to say. Let's go and sleep through it. Oh, that must be when I was playing around with the farming station. Okay, well, we'll leave that there. That's kind of funny. Okay. Oh wow, bees have been very busy. I actually just shut them off. So let's throw you. You are gonna go over here. So I'm just gonna go look for a stronghold. Oh, fish traps. How are you doing? You have tons of junk in you. I don't want any of this stuff. That book's actually pretty good, if I had a use for enchanted books. And water bottles can go as well. I don't know why inventory tweaks sorting is not wanting to work here. That's very bizarre. Okay, I'm homing in on its location right now. I brought several warp pages for my warp books, so we can easily find our way back here. Oh, where did you go? You went right here. Okay, I think we found it, so I'm gonna go ahead and dig down. Hopefully we will end up in the portal room. Ah, we were off a little bit. Please tell me it's close. Okay. It says that we're right on top of it. I don't know what just exploded. That was kind of concerning. Maybe we need to dig down a bit further. No, I don't think it's down here. Yep, just hit bedrock. Okay, well that's bad luck. Alright, I'm gonna explore. I believe I just found it. Wow. Press P to open Ender Compendium. That's new. Maybe a result of a mod that I recently added? Alright, well first I'm gonna break this silverfish spawner. I'm gonna have the sand. Oh, what's that? Silverfish blood. That's new. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and seal this off right here. And I'm gonna make a workbook page. Call this Stronghold. And add this here so that we can teleport to the Stronghold now. And let's go ahead and activate the portal, but I'm not going to go in. I think I will do that on episode 31 or 32. Okay, there we go. Let's check out the Ender Compendium. Well, that's bound to a different key. Let's see. Ender Compendium. Is there another key I could bind that to that's not in use? Oh, it's not in use. Okay, so, oh. Achievement get, the more you know. Okay, sorry about that. Let's see, if I click on Overworld. Adventurous Diary. Huh. Short story about an adventure split across 16 pages. Opening a new diary page unlocks the next page of the story. Unlocks the item to only open that page for other players. Don't quite understand. What's this do? Welcome to the Ender Compendium, the source of all knowledge about the end. The compendium is divided into phases. Clicking them reveals blocks, items, and mobs you can find in that phase. In order to reveal information about these objects, first you have to either discover them or spend a specified amount of knowledge points. Then you can spend points on individual knowledge fragments. Okay, so it looks like discovering the objects is better than buying the knowledge about them. Music disc. Oh, so I guess these sheets of paper are the knowledge points that I have. Okay. Stronghold. Dragon Lair. Wow, lots of stuff here. Okay. Well, I will leave that alone for now. I'm going to teleport home. This is going to hurt. Oh, wow. Look at my food bar. Look at that. Oh, and I'm apparently glitched out. This happens every once in a while, so I've got to relog. Okay, I think that fixed the problem, and now I've got to eat a ton of food, apparently. Oh boy. Alright, so I think I'm going to call that the end of the episode. As always, don't forget to subscribe. Meaty stew is a light meal. That restores 6 hunger bars normally. I wonder how it determines. Maybe it's the complexity of the food? Okay, well, as I was trying to say, don't forget to subscribe on your way out if you're not already, and I will see you next time.